Welcome back to Hot Flashes and Cool Topics. Today we have on Jen Trainor McDermott, who is CEO of Cefaly, and Cefaly is a drug-free migraine treatment. And we're going to talk all about a device. But first, Bridget and I want to mention that this was also personal for us because we're both migraine sufferers. And this month in November, we really want to introduce products to our listeners that can help them that they may not have even known existed or also were FDA approved. So welcome, Jen.
Thank you. Nice to be here.
We are excited for the conversation. You are also a migraine sufferer, so this was personal to you as well. Can you explain to the audience, because some people think I have a headache. Oh, okay, I understand what it's like to have a migraine. Can you explain the difference between a headache and a migraine?
There's a tremendous difference between a headache and a migraine. A migraine it's debilitating pain. I often have to explain it to my own family on what this type of pain is. But it's also pain. It starts in the trigeminal nerve, which is right below the surface of your forehead. You almost think about it right between your eyebrows. And that's where most people, you hear them say they get in the center of or right to the left or right to the right, but it stems from that trigeminal nerve. And that's why people become light sensitive during their migraine. They become food sensitive, smell sensitive. Often people become nauseous and they get actually physically sick during their migraine. So very different from a headache where you might get a little pain across your entire forehead versus on one side, like a migraine. Headache, you can go in, you can take 2 Tylenol, 2 Advil, 2 aspirin, whatever. That's not how you treat a migraine. For migraine pain, in the past, a lot of people have gone and focused just on pharmaceuticals, which have a significant amount of side effects to them. So you not only lose out on the downtime from having the migraine pain, which people lose out on professional time, family time, social time. So there's also a mental health stigma with migraine because of, people not understanding the pain that you're going through. You're constantly canceling, missing out on things. People aren't understanding that. So people get a little depressed. You're sitting in dark rooms all the time. But overall, they go to pharmaceuticals. Not every migraine treatment works the same on everybody. Let's be very honest here. People have a whole arsenal of treatment that they go through to be able to function day to day with their pain. But pharmaceuticals have a significant amount of side effects, whether they're drowsy, they too may make you sick. Some of them actually bring on additional migraines with their treatment. But Cefaly is a non-pharmaceutical, non-drug related treatment. So you apply it to your forehead, you apply electrode to your forehead, your clean, dry forehead, you apply an electrode, then you apply the device to the electrode. And you can either and we do have very dedicated, very loyal customers who treat themselves every day for 20 minutes. I often hear that a lot of people treat themselves 20 minutes before they go to bed. And that's to prevent a migraine. Or you can treat yourself like I do. I'm not as regimented as I should. And you treat yourself when you're actually getting the aura or getting the pain, and you treat yourself for 60 minutes. And the other plus of this device is you can control the intensity. So a lot of people, when they're learning how to use this, they actually think, oh, let me go to the highest intensity. That's how I'll get through my pain. And that's actually not the way you should manage this device. When you actually turn it on, I always tell everybody, it feels like I'm getting a massage of my brain. And that's where I stop the intensity. And I've been using Cefaly for close to 3 years now. I've actually never gone up to the highest intensity. The biggest side effect for Cefaly is it has a sedative effect. So I always joke to everybody, as soon as I get a migraine, my family comes running with Cefaly because it puts me to sleep and they're thrilled to get rid of me for that hour. But I will say the first time I used Cefaly, I was taken back. I am somebody that I actually get Bell's palsy if I can't get rid of it soon enough. So again, what I do for a living, probably not the best for my team to see me walking around like that. But I used it. I would say the first time I was 85% pain-free, and the second time I used, I was 100% pain-free. So it's an absolutely incredible device, absolutely incredible technology. But the best part that I can say is it gets you back to life. And it actually does help from that mental health standpoint, because I'm not missing out on time with my children. I'm not missing out on events with my family, my friends. I'm back working with my team. I'm back to life. And there was a point in time where I was a single mom. I had gone through a divorce. So missing out on life was not even possible. So I was trying to grin and bear it through these migraines. and it became more difficult. And now I don't ever have to worry about that.
Wow. Now, when you have it on, do you have to be lying down or sitting down? Can you walk around with it on? I mean, if you have the migraine, you're going to be laying down.
Yeah,
So
that's it. You know, I use it. I sit down. Obviously, I have a sedative effect from it, so I'm usually sitting down. You cannot drive with it because it does have a sedative effect. I do hear from some of our customers that do it on the 20 minutes every day, that sometimes they want to get up and do things. That's perfectly fine. What I actually do try and tell people is take the 20 minutes, take the 60 minutes by yourself and try and use it as relaxation time and sit down and actually enjoy the treatment. And again, it should never be painful. That intensity, some people do like it a little bit more intense and they find that they need it to get through their pain, but it should never be painful. Enjoy that treatment. I find it overly relaxing.
that's funny that you say, it's like a massage, because when I used to be in the throes of a migraine, I remember I told my husband, I just want you to shave my head bald, and massage my head, because he was like, what can I do to help you? But, before we could do anything. And Colleen and I both, like she said, suffer from migraines. And, I think the first time I had one, I did get nauseated. I didn't know what was happening to me. The light was bothering me. And I ended up going to the emergency room, and I believe they gave me a shot of Demerol. Yeah, I think my roommate ended up taking me to the emergency room.
Right. I've heard horror stories from patients about what they go through with this pain. And I always say, I'd love to be everybody's first line of treatment, because I believe in this technology and I know how much good it brings to so many customers through so many years of treatment. But I'm happy to be part of the arsenal too, because like I said, not every treatment works exactly the same on everybody. But again, this is drug-free, no side effects, get you back to life. It gets you back to just every aspect of life in professional, family. That's our biggest selling point, is you don't need to miss out on life.
Our listeners are primarily midlife and beyond. So their migraines could have either started because the decrease in estrogen, or if they had migraines before, they're now being exacerbated by the decrease in estrogen. So they are having trouble, like you said, going to work every day or being able to light sensitivity. They've gone to the doctor. The doctor has said, you can take this medication, you can do this, but they're looking for options. So when they go on the Cefaly website, what are they going to find as the product? How is it going to be described? What do they need to purchase? How do they use it?
So what you're going to go to our site. So I think our site is fantastic because we have fantastic clinical claims showing you the incidence of treatment and how the recovery that people get from using Cefaly. So when you come to our site, we've made a point of actually that your doctor can come to the site and the clinicals are there for your doctor to read, but we've also made them consumer friendly, that you can come and do the research yourself and you can make a decision to purchase that device. And as of October of 2020, we actually were FDA cleared that we're over the counter. So you no longer need a prescription to buy our device. So you come to our site, you can add the device to cart, you can buy electrodes, you can buy extra electrodes, or you can go into a subscription where your electrodes just automatically arrive every single month. There's also training videos on how to clean your forehead, on how to apply the electrode, on how to use the device and whether or not you should use the device, or how to use the device in the prevent mode or the acute mode. That's the 60-minute session. So everything is there at your fingertips. We can put you into an email chain or journey, so to speak. So you actually get the welcome journey with additional videos. So you're there. You can call us. We have a phenomenal customer service team that's actually able to answer any questions that you have, any advice that you need. We also have a medical advisor. So if you have any questions, if Cefaly is right for you, we can always get questions to Dr. Johnson and we can get back to you on that as well. So we do have everything you need either on site, or you can call our contact center and we can actually get your questions answered for you.
Great. Is this covered by insurance?
Unfortunately, it's not covered by insurance. Okay. So the only way I can explain this is that technology and insurance, they're not aligned just yet. But we do have competitors in the space. They are battling the same trials we are, and we're hoping that this will change very soon. The way we do make this a little easier for our customers is that we do have PayPal credit, so you can pay monthly, and we do have financing available from a firm. And I believe the payments can start once you're approved for as low as $35.
And
what
how
is
much is the device?
I was going to, what is the purchase price of the device?
$379. Right now we are running a 10% special. So we do run promotions periodically. We're going into the holiday season. I'm certain people will see additional promotions running time to time. We do try and make it as easy for the customer as possible to get their hands on Cefaly, because we're fully aware of how much advantage it offers them. Because again, going through this pain and not being able to explain this pain to your spouse, your significant other, your children, your friends, it makes it that much more difficult. So to actually make it this easy to get it, it gets shipped to your home, and then the electrodes come every single month, and you can do your treatment. You could do it 20 minutes every day, or you can be me and just do it when you get the pain. And every time I get a migraine, I say to myself, I'm going to do this 20 minutes every day. And I don't, I do it the 60 minutes every time. And I tell myself I need to be more diligent, but you can do it the way I do it, or you can be like our very good customers as well.
Well, $379 is a lot less than a trip to the emergency room.
Yeah.
So I think it's, yes. Yeah.
It's
and
a
also
lot than a trip to the emergency room. And I know customers often say to me, oh, that's a lot of money out of pocket. And I get it. It's a lot of money. But I often say to them, take the money that you're paying on all your pharmaceuticals, add that up for a year, and then tell me which one is the cost savings. And there's a reason why I'm saying that. Just do the math.
Yes. Honestly, and for many of us, because it's genetic, like my daughters suffer from migraines, just purchasing Excedrin migraine over the course of a year would pay for that. So exactly. Even though it is cost up front, you also have it forever. So correct. It's something that it certainly pays over time. Also, yeah. I like the fact that you have the acute and the preventative. Can you talk a little bit about how you would use the product? Because I know one is 20 minutes and there's a certain button you press once and twice. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Sure. So when you want to you're diligent, you're going to do your 20 minutes every day. You put it on, you hit it once, you hit it right again. And that's, you're going into your prevent session. If you're going to do your acute session, you hit it once and then it starts ramping up. So you're not going to hit it immediately. You let it ramp up till you're comfortable, and then you hit it and it sets in, that's your acute setting. So it's that you hit it twice to get into your prevent setting. So that's your 20-minute. The difference is you'd hit it once for your acute 60-minute session.
And I noticed that you've redesigned it somewhat so that the button is huge.
Yes.
Yes.
So it's bigger. We listen to our customers a lot, because again, this treatment is very unique, but it's also incredibly beneficial. So the one thing we did learn from our old device is that they felt the button was too small. They felt the light was just not clear enough. So we made it a little bigger in order to do what the customer wanted. Now the whole face of it is a little bigger. It is a little bit more sturdy too, because let's face it, they are putting a little bit of money out of pocket. I want them to actually be proud of their purchase here. So it's a little bit more sturdy. And then there's LED lighting. So it tells you, not that you can see it when it's on your head, but your family members can see it. So it can tell you, hey, that might need to be charged. And I was using it recently and my son came in and said, yours needs to be charged. It's flickering. So you can put it, and we also have a docking station now. So it used to have a port in the back that we used to hear was difficult to get the plugins. Now we have a charging dock. So you just put it on your dock and it's good to go. So I know for me, I have one on my nightstand and I just lay it on as soon as I'm done. I put it there and then I seal up my electrodes and they go in my nightstand.
So the electrodes are reusable.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask.
Reusable. They do depend on your skin texture. It also depends on how you're cleaning your head. Like, we don't want you cleaning it with alcohol. So it depends on how you clean your head, and it depends on, is it completely dry? And then the most important part is how you store them. So they have to be air dried. So I always tell everybody, we now sell them in a sealed Ziploc case. I still take my sealed Ziploc case and put it in a Ziploc bag and I put it in my nightstand. I know some people store them in their fridge. It has to be airtight. And again, it always goes back to your skin texture. So if you are more oily than normal, you might not get as many uses. I know I get quite a bit of uses, but I'm a little bit more dry than the average person. So, but it also goes back to, you know, how you store them.
So you're telling people to put this device on their foreheads, and they're going to receive some tiny stimulations, like little pulses. To the person who's like, I am afraid to put something that's going to send stimulation to my brain, what response would you say to them for that?
There's no safety issue with this whatsoever. So we are FDA cleared. We have gone through every testing procedure the FDA requires. This is a TENS device that have been on the market for many, many years, that people use on other areas of the body for pain. This is very similar to this, except we're stimulating the trigeminal nerve. So this is the type of technology that's been on the market for several years. We're just targeting one specific nerve for migraine pain. We've gone through every bit of safety testing possible. We want to make sure that everybody is safe. We've gotten exemplary results off that type testing. So we are FDA cleared, and we are proud to say that we don't have any negative results from that.
Which is important, because people can be concerned about that, but being FDA cleared, that's kind of a sigh of relief. Okay.
It is. It's a big sigh of relief. And quite frankly, it's very interesting because we hear from people in Europe and Canada, and they want to hear we're FDA cleared too. And the FDA is only for the US. So it's definitely a global recognition.
Yeah. So you can ship overseas then? Can you?
We do sell to specific countries overseas. Yes.
Okay.
Where we are registered, we do sell.
Well, we want to let the listeners know that you will be showcased in our gift guide this year, which we're very excited about, as a unique gift for midlife women. Because when someone says, what would you like for the holidays? If you're suffering from migraines, wow, that would be top of my list. That, you know, I'd be like, can I please have this?
I think it would be your family members top of the list too.
Right.
I agree with that. I think my family I think if I would have found this sooner, my family would have bought it for me.
My husband would have bought it for me, because he never did shave my head. Thank God he didn't listen to me on that one, but I think he's tired of massaging my head. So we can just get this instead.
We'll just do the electrodes to massage for you.
Yes.
How can people find you? What's the website?
Cefaly, Cefaly, Cefaly.com.
Well, thank you so much, Jen. We appreciate it. We're going to make sure to get this out in our Make Midlife Easier in November, as a product that midlife women must see and check out.
Yes.
So
thank you. Very excited for that. Thank you very much.
Oh, well, we're excited that you have this product out there, because Bridget and I are going to be consumers. So there you go.
I am so excited. Yes.
Thank you so much for your time, and have a great day.
You too. Thank you very much.